Hello everyone, and welcome to a Nexus Cloud tips and tricks video. My name is Dan, and today I want to explain to you email spoofing, email hacking, and general email vulnerabilities. I bring this up because we've had a lot of our customers recently send us emails that are containing questions whether or not an email that they've received is legitimate. Just to dive right into it, I'm going to first show you a legitimate email, and this legitimate email is an email that was sent to me from Dropbox. You can see here it says that they see that I hooked up a new computer to my account, and it's basically an alert email. It happened relatively soon after I had hooked up that computer to my Dropbox account, and it's telling me that if I want to take a look at the account and what is all hooked up to it, I can either click right here to go to my account page, or if I wanted to let them know how they were doing, I could always click on this. I knew that this was a legitimate email for a few reasons. Like I said before, because it came so soon after me doing something to my account. And the other thing too is if I hover over this link, just make sure that your right and left mouse button is not anywhere near any of your fingers so you don't accidentally click it. But when I hover over this, it says www.dropbox.com, as well as this link over here and all the other links on the page. An example of an illegitimate email is right here. I've redacted a lot of their information out of it just to kind of keep them secure. Anyway, she had received an email earlier in the week where SharePoint was actually misspelled, so she said she knew that it was fraud. However, this time it is spelled correctly, and because everything kind of looked legitimate, she asked, is this a legitimate email here? So she sent this over to our service box, and we did reply back with that it is not a legitimate email. And the main reason here is if you hover over this, you can see the address is bit.ly / and then a bunch of garbage. It's not sending her to SharePoint. It's not sending her to Office 365. A lot of the hacking attempts right now are aimed at Office 365, SharePoint, Google Drive, Google Docs, Dropbox, your Gmail account, your Google account for your phone, iCloud accounts, and Microsoft accounts. And the reason why is because a lot of things are inside of those accounts. If they gain access to those accounts, they gain access to other accounts more than likely. They gain access to those accounts. They gain access to the information that's on your phone, tablets, other laptops, desktops, and pretty much any password that you have saved, especially if it's Google password, Microsoft password, or Apple password. Another suggestion or another thing to kind of watch out for are emails that are coming from internal. So another redacted email that we had received, and the systems that we have set up injected this first line into there that said, the sender failed our fraud detection and may not be who they appear to be. The email was received from a Kenny at theirdomain.com, and they're a smaller customer, so they knew that there wasn't a Kenny working there. However, it just goes to show that they are able to make it look like you're getting an internal email. A lot of our clients that are 200-300 seat networks, you won't know everybody that's working in your company, so you can't just say because it's coming from something internal that it's okay. Again, this person was actually asking for money to be transferred directly to them. The reason why it's so important here is because the viruses are not actually viruses. These hackers are using social engineering, which is where they trick you into giving over your personal information. A lot of the more elegant ones now, they actually take these legitimate emails like you see here, copy out everything, all the icons, the exact verbiage and wording, and all they do is they change one of the links to the one that you're probably going to click on would then be changed to something that is going to take you to a site that looks just like Dropbox's website sign-in, or Office 365, or Google, or Apple, or wherever, and you're going to have the feeling that you're on that site. You're going to sign into that site, and then it's going to say something like, sorry, the service isn't available right now, please try again later, and you're probably going to forget about it. But what that really was them collecting your personal information, and now they're going to be logging into that legitimate site as you. One of the main things that they are doing is changing email settings. So I've logged into my Office 365 account, and I've pulled up my junk mail just to kind of make it so none of my real emails are shown. It has no bearing on this email, or this video, I should say. But what people are doing then, or these hackers are doing once they've gotten your information, is they'll come into the Office 365 settings, and they will set inbox rules up, or they will forward email out of your inbox. And what this is going to do is it's basically going to make it so every email that's sent to you is then silently sent to a secondary account, but it's still going to be delivered to you. So let's say in inbox rules here, I have a legitimate rule that's set up for my WAN service. And if we take a look at that rule, when an email is received from their email address, it's going to move that email into a folder called Bills in My Inbox. What the hackers are doing is they're creating a rule that says, anything that's tagged financial, social security number, date of birth, phone number, anything that they're interested in, any email that has the words financial in it, or account number, social security number, SSN, hashtag, whatever. All those then would be sent to another inbox, and it's going to do it in the background. So it's still going to deliver it to your inbox. However, that rule is going to be working quietly in the background and sending those emails out. Another one of our clients, the hacker actually just put on a blanket forward. They came into here and they added a secondary email address that they controlled. And then they tick the box down here that says keep a copy of the forwarded message. So what this does is it still delivers the email to the inbox of the infected person, just like normal. However, every email that's going into that inbox now is being duplicated and sent to somebody else. And why that's really important, other than just your general security, is because a lot of times to recover an account or to log into an account after you've, quote, forgotten the password, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to send you a link to your email on file. And so now if they have this email being forwarded to them, they're going to get an email that allows them to reset that account, and they're going to do it late at night, or they're going to log into your account and delete that message so you never saw that happen. And now they have access to your financial accounts. And the main target here is small to mid-sized businesses. And the reason why is because the larger organizations have a lot of stops in play for transferring things like financial stuff. If you were to get a hold of a Fortune 500 company and ask them for $30,000, there's probably a whole department that request is going to go through. But your average, 300 user or less network or small to mid-sized company is more than likely controlled financially by one or two people. And so it's a lot easier for them to get that amount of money out. Plus, when you think about it, if they're asking for a few $1,000s versus $100,000, they're going to get a lot more success because, more people are going to say, it's just a couple $1,000. So we, if you think that you've been infected or you want to check this yourself, you can log into your Office 365 portal or use your Outlook client. Go to the settings in the 365 portal. Again, it's through this gear. Scroll down to the mail section, and then under the mail section, you're going to look at inbox and sweep rules. And if you find any rules in here that you don't like, you can untick the box, which would stop processing that rule, and then you can just hit save. Once you've done that, now this rule is no longer going to process, and then that'll give you some time to give us a call, and we can take a look at it. If it's a rule that's an old rule or something like that that you are aware of or whatnot, and you just want to get rid of it, you just highlight the rule, and then you just hit the trash can up here, which is going to delete that rule, and then it just won't be there. If there is a rule in there, though, that you feel is malicious, we do ask that you do not completely delete the rule. We ask that you simply untick it and then hit save, because we do want to see where it's going to, so we can kind of track that information down and see what's going on. And again, the other thing you want to look for is the forwarding. See if they're forwarding it to something, and see if this has changed. If they do see that, or if you do see that, we ask that you do a screen capture, or at least write down the email address that it's going to, and then you can click on the stop forwarding and hit save, and then immediately call us at our offices. I hope you found this informative. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us through our service box, service@nexuscloud.com, or call our mainline phone number at 612-276-6570. Again, if you have any questions about any emails, all you simply have to do is just forward that email onto that service box, and we will take a look at it for you and let you know if it's legitimate or not. Or you can, if it's something that you want to try, you can definitely go through the methods that I showed you in this video. Have a great day.